So on our second day here at Grand Tetons, we came down here to the Snake River. There's supposed to be here at Oxbow Bend a chance to see some wildlife. Basically all that we've seen here so far is a squirrel, and then across the creek there are some Canadian geese. We think we saw a pelican or a heron. We couldn't tell. It took off before we got a chance to really get a good look at it. But that view is just incredible. So we took the Scenic Trail that goes down to Jenny Lake. There was a section that went right through the woods that you can't see anything. But then you come out to a overlook. So we stopped at the potholes to figure out what in the heck that was all about, and found out there's a little quarter-mile trail that'll take us out around a pothole, which was when the glaciers retreated last. Big blocks of ice were left behind, and as those blocks of ice melted, they created, I guess, divots, or what are sometimes called kettles, in the soil. And that's where lots of nutrients were left behind, and it's also a place that trees take root in. So when you get out into a plains area like we're in now, and you see a group of trees, it's very likely that they're in one of those potholes. And here you can see the depression that was left by the ice, and it forms a low spot so that when it rains, the water gathers in the bottom, and that's enough to keep the trees going. So there's another pothole here, but for whatever reason, maybe it's not deep enough, it has no trees growing in it. And up ahead on the trail, there's another pothole without any trees either. So not all the potholes are the same, and I guess they must have to reach a certain depth or something to hold enough water to make tree life possible. Just out here on the pothole trail, and everywhere you look, these massive, incredible mountains. So we took the very long drive up Signal Mountain to get this incredible view. So up here on Signal Mountain, there's a place called Jackson Point Overlook. And you get a wonderful view of the Tetons. So we headed up to Colter Bay, and we're going to take the Lakeshore Trail. It's a couple miles, and it goes around the marina and has great views of Jackson Lake and the Tetons. So after walking on asphalt for about 3/10 of a mile, the Lakeshore Trail breaks away and becomes an actual trail. There's nothing worse than walking on concrete and asphalt. Well, this is called the Lakeshore Trail, but for quite a bit of it so far, it's been completely in the forest with no sign of the lake whatsoever. It's a nice trail. We seem to be going up in elevation quite a bit, probably 50 feet at least. So in total, we went up about 60 feet of elevation for the first part of the hike, and now we're going all the way back down again, which kind of suggests that when we make the loop, we'll be going up again later on. So after hiking through the woods for quite a bit, you come out to an area where you have a wonderful view across the lake. As you round the end of the peninsula, you get even more amazing views. And there's not a lot of people out here.